Hello everyone, I am Gabriella from Mindful Movement with Gabriella, and I'm here to take you through a 10-minute workout, and we're going to focus on our pretzels. So we're going to do some prep work, and then we're going to come into our full pretzel version. Pretzels are really good for hip mobility. They work a little bit into your waist, really good for your glutes. So I'm going to use a ball. If you don't have a ball, don't worry. If you want to if you've got a small cushion, you can sort of fold in half. You can use a cushion or a jumper behind your knee, anything like that. If you haven't got it, do not worry. So grab whatever you need, grab your mat, make some space, and then I will see you in a second. We're going to start on our side. Bottom leg is going to be bent, forearm is down, and then we're going to pop the ball behind our top knee. So from here, we're going to send our thigh back in line with our hip, and then we're going to pull it over our bottom leg. So we've got a squeeze of the ball behind our knee. So that's going to get some hamstring activation. We want to think about a little lift from this side of our body. So we're pushing it back and coming in. So if you want to, you can add a flex of your foot back and a point as it comes in. So we want to stabilize through the top of our body here. Hips stay stacked here and in. So really finding the back of your leg as you flex your foot. You're also getting an opening at the front of your hip. We're going to do 2 more. One last one, hold it here, point your toe. You're going to take into external rotation and parallel. So here your hips want to stay stacked. So if I was to open my hips, I'm exaggerating, but that would happen. We'd lose that. So you want to keep your hips stacked and just turn your thigh bone in your hip socket. So knee goes up, foot will go down slightly. And this will feel, I always say this, quite different from one side to the other. Let's do 2 more. One last one. Now we're going to take it into internal rotation. So thigh bone turns down. Foot will go up slightly. Trying to keep it roughly the same height. So obviously it will dip down a little bit, but keeping the same height. 2 more. One last one. We're going to hold it here. Little lifts up and lift and lift. So moving from our hip. You can roll the ball on top to add a little bit more work. You can push your hand into the ball, push your leg into the ball, and lift. Let's do 10, 9, 8, 4 more, 3, 2, one last one, hold it there, 4, 3, 2, 1. We're then going to sit ourselves up so we're in our pretzel position. So front knee is in line with your hip. This knee is in line with this hip. So I'm going to show you side on. Hands can either be to your ball upright, down to the floor, or hands down. We're going to start with our internal rotation. So what you want to think about, not so much about lifting your foot, but thinking about internal rotation from your thigh bone. So it's in and back and in. So I'll show you front on again. And I find one leg, this leg for me feels way better than my other side. My other side feels so crampy. So depending on which side you started on, hopefully you started on the worst side and then the second side will feel better. So internal rotation. Just breathe here. So if our body is upright, we've got some work happening in the side of our body. Remember, you might want to take more weight over your front leg, especially for the bit that's coming up next. We're going to do one last one. Now you're going to see if you can lift your knee and your foot up. So you transfer a little bit more weight over your front leg and lift and lower. Oh, kind of wish I'd started on my left. I'm going to pop the ball here. We're going to hold it up and do tiny little lifts now. Lift and lift. If you've never done pretzels before, this is probably going to feel really awkward in your body. So you can try it now and then you can come back and try the video again. It's just the case, the more we do it, the better it feels. I promise, I promise. 3 more, 2, one last one. Flex your foot and push it back. Push. It's like you're stamping your foot on the back wall. It's also imagine pushing something heavy. So you're creating the resistance with your body. And push. 3 more, 2, we're going to do a combination. We're going to pulse up for 2 and push back for 2. And pulse, lift, and push. And lift up. We're nearly there. One last one. And then we're going to point our toe. You're going to bring it forward, so working on our hip mobility here. And send it back. If that doesn't work, we can continue with our pulses up. We've just got 2 more, and then we're going to take it to the other side. That's it. And back. One last one. Holding it back here. Hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and come down. Amazing work. Let's send it over to the other side. So ball is going to be behind our top knee. Just come onto your forearm. Find that little lift with the side of your body. Pull it in and push it back. So if you're using the ball and it's not working, we just get rid of it. When we're ready, we can start to add the flex of our foot and push and pull in. And again, the same thing as I just said when we're in our full pretzel. If you really think about flexing and pushing something heavy, you get even more work. So you can really deepen it in your body. And in. You're getting the opening at the front of your hip as well. Or start to slump down there. So just a reminder to lift up from the side of your body. My ball is squeaking. 2 more. And then we're going to hold it back. Point your toe into external rotation and parallel. And external. See, my leg is struggling to hold the ball on this side. And open. So different sides might feel very different, as I said. You might feel like you have more or less internal, external rotation. So just see how that feels. Work with that side. And in. Now we take it into internal rotation and parallel. Internal. This side. Three more. 2. One last one. We're going to do our little pulses up. We're nearly there in this position, then we'll come into our full version. Take your ball, push it into your leg as you lift up. So that really creates, you should feel that, that really fires on into the side of the leg, into the glute. Let's do 10. 9, 8, 7, 4, 3, 2, 1, and we're going to lift up, so into our full pretzel position. Just take a moment to check in, front knee in line with your hip, back knee in line with that hip, and we start with our internal rotation. See, barely any lift for me on this side, so in and down. So do whatever you need to do with your arms. So just if your arms were up on the other side, don't feel like you have to do that. You can always bring a little bit more weight down. Just listen to your body. So this, it just feels crampy right in there, right into my hip, into my glutes. We've got less than 2 minutes to go there. And then we've done 10 minutes in our pretzels. That's amazing work. 2 more. One last one now. You might need to bring a little bit more weight over your front leg and lift and lower. And don't worry about the height, honestly. And as I said, I've done this with people, and sometimes they get really frustrated at themselves. Don't get frustrated at yourself. Just give your body that time to get used to the position. And as I said, one side, I've just got used to this side, just feeling way, way worse than the other side. Hold it up in 2. In 1, we're going to pulse it up, so little lifts up and lift and lift. So, and also remember, you can bring your hand all the way down. So that's why we did our prep, just to get used to this position. 4 more. 3, 2, we're going to flex our foot, push it back and push and push and push. We're nearly there, coming into our last few bits now. Doing our combination. Let's do 2 up and 2 back. I can also feel my whole body wanting to get involved to help my leg there because it's really struggling. So try and stabilize through the top of your body and push. One last one. Then we take it into our mobility. So you pull your leg forward, sit on both sit bones, and then take it back. And again, pulling it forward. And back. We're nearly there. 2 more. And back. One last one. Holding it back for 3, 2, 1, and come down. Amazing. Let's just give that a quick stretch out. So if you cross the leg that was just working on top of your other leg, and then twist, sit up tall and twist around, and then you should feel a stretch in the outside of your leg into your glutes on that side. And then we're going to come through the center, over to the other side. If you want to pause the video and hold that for a little bit longer, you can do that. This is our last bit. And release. Amazing work. Really good job. I hope you enjoyed your pretzels. Let me know if you have any questions. Hopefully you're feeling really worked into those deep muscles all around your hip joints and working on our mobility, which is amazing. Let me know if you have any questions. Please like my video, subscribe to my channel. If there's any other videos that you want to see, put it in the comments and I can try and film those. And hopefully I will see you again soon.
Just me and you. Say yes, take a chance, just one more night.